to overextend sometimes. As a player, once he starts to feel himself, that's kind of when he starts to make mistakes, right? Is he overextends, gets a little too overzealous, smells the blood in the water, and tries to go for the kill.
And that's the sad part, is when you play a big body like Vaseraga, you have to bet. You have to be willing to bet. So I think he has the grit to make it happen, but do you have the finesse to, you know, carry yourself across the finish line?
Already off to a good start, though. Has Ibis down to half health. And is running up and being very patient. We're not just going up into buttons or going up into any special moves. We're waiting to see what the reaction from Ibis is going to be, trying to look for those DPs. There is a spot dodge immediately into the ultimate Rekka.
That was smart. I like that option right there. You don't necessarily have to take the spot dodge. It's okay to spend the meter. Keep yourself safe.
Ooh, that was interesting there. Ringo just standing up. Thought maybe we were going to try and go for an anti-air. Getting caught trying to go for a spot dodge.
Yep. Spend the ultimate, and because she was only at 1 bravery point, that did 30% more damage. That's huge in the Vaseraga matchup.
Absolutely is. Big boy is moving here. Let's see now, round start situation. Ibis being very cautious. She's going to go for the dash up 2 Ls.
Wow. Okay. Counter hit right there on that JU. That's going to do a decent bit of damage. We're going to go back into knockdown. Scary stuff. Good late tech right there.
But also incredible patience there from Ibis not to press. Just weathering the storm. There it is. Plus frames on the ultimate fireball once again. Frame kill, jumps over the reversal option. I love the delay, but now, okay, back throw. I was going to say, with that guard cancel, you were in the corner, but we have reset the situation altogether.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh,
Ibis so good at whiff punishing forward. That is the most important thing that you can know in this matchup. More than anything else. Okay, this is going to do a huge amount of damage. This is a one-situation game, fortunately. Ultimate Fireball cracking through the armor was going to chip out anyways.
We were committed. We were committed to landing into the ultimate Fireball, right? 6XL trying to go for the throw. Late tech coming out from Ringo. And is going to get caught on that punish. Just a little too close on that block. Landing on the Fireball. Gets the full conversion off of it. Things are not looking too good for Ringo right now. Able to score a throw, but we are down on life here. Ibis sitting on full resources.
I like the spot dodge there on the Fireball because it extends the cooldown of it more than anything. You're not giving any advantage to the player.
Off the wall. Are we going to go for a super in this scenario? No, we want to go for the reset there. Holding on to our meter and able to get the touch. DP is just enough to close it out there on the final hit. Ibis up game 1 here in Grand Finals. Let me take one thing off. What are they saying to him?
No coaching.
You gotta listen in on the competition.
Can it really be considered no coaching if the entire venue is yelling you? Yelling for you, yelling against you, yelling at you.
Right. Uh-oh. Looks like Ringo might be trading out his stick. Not happy. Thinks that there's something wrong with his stick, whether it be directions or a button. I mean, we did see that one strange scenario where he just kind of stood up, right? I was predicting that maybe that was like just kind of a botched 2H, trying to go for an anti-air. But maybe it was something a little more. Ringo now just grabbing a Kwamba 2, Obsidian 2.
Yeah, I think we switched from the Obsidian 1 to an Obsidian 2.
Uh-oh, that's leveled up now.
No.
Even better.
Oh, no.
But there's also, this is also kind of a little bit of a detriment, right? Moving onto a stick that you're not necessarily comfortable with, right? It could be different spring weights, different things like that can throw you off.
Well, listen, I'm not going to lie. Going from an Obsidian 1 to an Obsidian 2, those Obsidian 2s. If I was going to play a stick, personally,
they are nice.
that would be the stick I would be playing, actually. Unironically.
He's a clean stick. You see that, though? Ibis hitting the Undertaker. The eyes roll to the back of the head. Tell him, Ringo, you're about to rest in peace.
I like this. Even if you didn't need the new stick, ice the kicker. Ice the kicker, right?
Yeah, let me get that Obsidian, 2. Obsidian, hit me up. Here we go, jumping right into it, making sure the buttons are all set.
All right, we're ready. We're ready. Definitely ready. We can do this. Ibis, very strong showing so far. It's important to note specifically that while we talk about the low tier a lot, the decision-making from Ibis has been extremely clean to shut down these options that everyone else thus far has had a difficult time dealing with.
Yeah, and it's all about that spacing and trying to put Ringo in these scenarios that are more advantageous to Ibis here, right? Spacing has been so key, though. Able to get those whiff punishes is huge. And the use of the 6-6L to kind of reset pressure and steal turns back has been massive as well.
Yep. Just willing to wait outside of the ranges of the threats that Vaseraga has. Not particularly afraid of these ultimate command grabs. He is spending meter to get these options, not getting anything huge out of it, and Ibis hasn't been playing particularly risky outside of everything.
Yeah, no, I mean, especially once you have such a huge life lead like Ibis has now, you can afford to go on in and take a few of these ultimate command grabs, right? It's putting you back to neutral, but Ibis has been winning out in neutral.
Yep, and you see, like, has gotten hit by 2 ultimate command grabs, barely just hit, half life. Now we're going to see a full conversion. This should kill, right? But that was because you were out of break points, effectively.
I mean, that's the big body life as well, right? For big body characters, they sometimes just have to guess right once or twice to close out a round, and that's exactly what Ringo did there.
Yep, immediate 6 health. Takes the turn back.
Stuffing the start up there, the button from Ringo. And again, a familiar sight, the left side of the screen. Ringo has been fighting this entire set so far off the ropes.
Doing a good job, I might add, but still always on defense. It has to be like wearing to always be on defense and having to struggle through this just to get the damage that we're seeing thus far. Yep, ultimate fireball, going to be able to crack the armor on reaction effectively.
But too far away for that 2M to hit. Unfortunate. Ibis closing out another round here.
Yep. That whiff punish on the Soul Forge into guaranteed Brave Chain. Just so effective at dealing with any of the offense or any of the scrambles that JetSetRingo has had so far.
And look at this. Again, just harassing with the fireball game. Like we're playing Street Fighter, using it as a poking tool. The moment that we go in, though, Ringo able to strike back. The fangs are bared.
Great spot dodge right there, going to maximize the cooldown, but ultimate skill is going to refresh your cooldown temporarily.
Oh no! Trying to go for the up option there, was predicting a jump from Ibis.
But you saw the whiff on that wasn't too punishing for Vaseraga. It's really effective, even at close range. Yep. Ultimate DP gonna crack through. So many hits attached to it.
And that's one of the things that makes this matchup difficult for Vaseraga is just, we mentioned before, the effectiveness at which Djeeta is able to break that armor, and off of a clean spot dodge, Ibis is going to go up 2-0. One more game from closing out the tournament. And Ringo is still all smiles.
I don't know what you do as Vaseraga in this matchup. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Like, I feel like even if you play perfectly, the way that you have to bank your risk reward is so difficult. We're seeing Ibis, put a masterclass into practice, right, with all of these things, but just every time, Ringo makes a good decision, it looks like a bad decision because of having to fight Djeeta's tools.
Well, I think the key is to try and stop going for these guard breaks because they're whiffing and you are giving yourself more damage or taking more damage in the process.
I agree.
And also, you need to figure out a way to get the fireballs, get the ultimate fireballs out of Ibis, right? Because when Ibis doesn't have meter available, that's when Ringo can bully him.
Right.
Because you don't have to worry about the ultimate fireball. So we have to be a little bit more patient, try and block that ultimate fireball to make sure the 50 meter goes away, that they don't get that 25 meter back from it hitting.
And we're hoping it's just not too little too late right now because this is tournament point for Ibis.
Now runs into Ringo's loving arms here. There's the guard crush, trying to go for the jump in, but yeah, DP is going to connect. Nice reactions here. And the spot dodge on the ultimate shoulder charge here. Ibis just trying to run away with this.
Having a DP is so good in this matchup versus Vaseraga because any of his jump-ins, just like, you don't care. You don't care if he does the delayed one. You don't care if he does the regular one. You can just DP through it.
And there's a punish again, down to 1 BP, meaning that this is going to do so much more damage.
Huge.
Goes for the shimmy.
Yes, and that throw closes it out. Throw doing extra damage is so threatening, and good stuff from Ibis. Very, very clean play on the Djeeta, you know, taking apart Vaseraga methodically in that grand finals. So good stuff to him, winning our Granblue Fantasy versus Rising top 4. Exciting stuff.
He looked stressed.
He did look stressed.
He won and he looked stressed.
It's extremely stressful to play versus Vaseraga. And you saw the character that had all the tools to do it still like sweating.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely sweating. So